at? Where's my boy at? Oh, you're right here. You're so incredibly close to me. I should have noticed you were here. I apologize. Welcome back to Where's My Boy At? We're so happy that you're with us today. It's a real treat of a day. We're going to read Ned the Knitting Pirate. What do you think, Squish? Have you ever read that? What? A pirate that knits? I've never heard of such a thing. I don't even know. What are you, Ned the Knitting Pirate? No, I have not read that. Oh, okay. Well, I think you're going to like it. It's another one of those books that just lends itself to voices, which is really fun. And, I think it's impossible not to like this story, if you like stuff that's fun, which I tend to, and I know you do too, Squish. So I'm just going to dive right into Ned the Knitting Pirate. Listen to the legend of the crew that sailed the deep. Aboard a tattered pirate ship they called the Rusty Heap. The pirates were a rugged lot as fierce as they were strong. And as they swabbed the deck one day, they sang this pirate song. We're pirates, out sailing the sea. So scruffy and scrappier and happier we. We're tougher than gristle and barnacle grit. We heave and we hoe and we swab and we knit. The whole crew turned and stared at Ned. The ship was deadly quiet. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit. Ye might too if ye try it. The captain stomped his wooden leg. I won't be hearing that. A scurvy pirate doesn't knit nor wear a fuzzy hat. They sailed onto an island where the crew began to dig. And when they found a treasure chest, they sang and danced a jig. We're pirates, out sailing the sea. We do what we like, so we likes to be free. We ain't scared of nothing, not one little bit. We heave and we hoe and we dig and we knit. The crew was all in stitches, but the captain's nerves were fried. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit, this hat be custom made. The captain shook his golden hook. I won't be hearing that. A scurvy pirate doesn't knit nor wear a fuzzy hat. The pirates brought the chests aboard and counted each doubloon, then cooked a batch of squid ink soup and sang another tune. We're pirates, out sailing the sea. As scary and hairy as any could be. We're grouchy and slouchy, we don't ever quit. We slurp and we burp and we gulp and we knit. The captain got so mad he turned as red as lobster stew. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit and that be what I do. The captain stomped and shook his hook. I'll not have knitting talk. You'd best not knit another stitch or down the plank you'll walk. So Ned went sadly to his bunk and stowed his hat away. He packed his needles, balls of yarn, and skull trim applique. He folded up his blanket with the Jolly Roger crest and stashed it with the knitted scarves, the mittens, and the rest. That night Ned heard a mighty splash, a chill raced down his back. The captain yelled, all hands on deck, prepare for an attack. And just as Ned had feared, it was the briny ocean beast, who loved to snack on pirate ships, his favorite floating feast. The hungry beast ripped through the sail and gobbled down a chunk, while Ned raced back to quarters and dragged up his knitting trunk. The captain called, avast, this be no time for knitting, Ned. But Ned rolled out the catapult. I've got a plan, he said. Ned's blanket soared into the air and landed with a slap. The beast was oh so cozy he could not resist a nap. He yawned a great big yawn and swam back down into his den. Another 100 years would pass before he'd wake again. The pirates danced aboard the ship and sang, yo-ho, hooray! 3 cheers for Ned the Knitting Pirate, hero of the day. And how'd the pirates fix the sail? Knit 1, purl 2, repeat. The pirates knitted together till the new sail was complete. The crew aboard the Rusty Heap went on about their duties, while wearing fuzzy hats and scarves and knitted pirate booties. But they were still a rugged lot, as fierce as they were strong. And every time they swabbed the deck, they sang this pirate song. We're pirates, out sailing the sea. We do what we like, so we likes to be free. We're tougher than gristle and barnacle grit. We heave and we hoe and we swab and we knit. All right, Squish, I just love that book, and I also really like doing pirate voices, so it's kind of a win-win for me. How did this book make you feel? Yar! It made me feel yarific! Oh, look who I have with me! It's Dudacorn! Dudacorn? Who's Dudacorn? What do you mean, who's Dudacorn? He's my magical unicorn dude! I hang out with him all the time, especially when I'm feeling pirate-rific. Yar! Y'all better pay attention to him. He is so unbelievably fantastic. Anyway, I'm just going to get started because I asked some people some questions, but I don't want to wait until you ask me what the questions are that I asked, so I'm just going to tell you what the questions are. We're going to start with one that I thought was fun because you didn't know what a dudicorn was, but it's a dude unicorn. But I don't know what a pirate hat is, so I was like, hey, I got to ask some people, what does a pirate hat really look like? Because I picture that it looks like a wizard's hat, but I don't know if that's the answer. So I asked, what does a pirate hat really look like? Okay, so what does a pirate hat actually look like?
It looks with fuzzy balloons on the top and wacky geos on it, and then a big bouncy ball on top of the balloons.
Oh my word. Huh. Not what I would have guessed people would have answered. I always pictured a pirate hat would be really big, like a 10-gallon hat, just because they were like overcompensating and trying to be all tough. Well, what else did you ask, Squish? Well, I asked if you could sail anywhere in the world, where would you sail and what would you do there? I thought that was a pretty good question because if you're a pirate, you have to be sailing all the time. So it kind of makes sense. But anyway, I asked and this is what they told me. Okay, if you could sail anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I would go, since I live in Colombia, I would go to America.
And what would you do there?
I would go to a ball and wear a fancy gown.
Okay. I actually had a question that is something I've wondered, and I don't really wonder it because I know the answer, but it's interesting. You read a book like this, and it's like, oh, pirates, what a delightful group. How friendly, how nice, how kind. But I've always been curious, are pirates actually friendly? Were they friendly in any manner whatsoever? Or do we just like the idea of pirates? What do you think, Squish? Of course we just like the idea of pirates. There's no way the pirates were nice to people. The whole premise is that they're going around taking people's treasures. There's no way. You just can't possibly. How could you possibly think that? Whoa, Squish. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Damn, my head popped straight off my body because I was so upset about that question. Of course pirates were not friendly. But now Dudicorn's licking my ear and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore. So anyway, let's just go and find out what the answers were that I got. I'm going to try to get my head back on my body. Dudicorn, help me out, please. Okay, I have a question I've always wanted to know the answer for, like the real answer. Are pirates actually friendly?
No, because they take treasure.
Wait, they take treasure?
Yes!
Wait, then why do people make them seem like they're all fun and cool?
Because in movies they are.
Well, that doesn't seem true, but is everything true in movies other than that?
No.
Oh, wait, what's not true? What is true?
You can't run in boots, but they do in movies.
I knew it. Well, yeah, I guess that all makes sense. Pirates seem fun, but they weren't very friendly. That book, terrific book, though. Squish, it's been an absolute pleasure spending this time with you, and for everyone watching, we appreciate you taking the time. Squish, any last words? Yeah. If you ever see Dudicorn in public, make sure that you say hi to him. He's a very social guy. Okay, have a good day, everybody. Bye. Belle, thanks for joining us again. I had a quick question for you. What do you consider treasures?
Books.
Books? That's the best answer ever. Thanks.